Hey y'all, today we are making a taco ring. Okay, so I am making another fun dish that can be an appetizer. It can be something you serve at a football game. It's a Taco Tuesday thing. If you're sitting around the house and just want to make something easy kind of thing. It works for every occasion. Who don't like a taco, y'all? So what I did is I diced up an onion. Now, you don't have to do onion if you don't really like onion. I just like the flavor that onion gives when I put it in my taco meat. But I was having my kids and my grandkids over on the night I made this. So I tried to keep it simple so the little ones would eat it too. You know, they're not going to eat it if you cram it full of lettuce and tomatoes and all that kind of stuff. So, but if you want all that, you can definitely add that to yours. So what I did was I put in my onion. Now, if you're making a pound of ground beef, I would say maybe half an onion, unless you really like onion like I do. I'm using about 2 pounds of ground beef. Now, I don't use all 2 pounds of this for this taco ring, but anytime that I make tacos, I like to make extra taco meat because I like tacos. So they're always a good leftover kind of thing. Plus, you can also freeze it. It freezes and falls back out real good. So if you make a bunch, you just kind of prep it ahead of time and then you put it in Ziploc bags. And that way, when you want tacos and you don't feel like cooking or you don't have time to cook, you got some taco meat in your freezer. So all I do with mine, I cooked up my meat and onions, drained the grease off of it. Then I added some taco seasoning and a little bit of water, and I cooked it down until the liquid was cooked out. So that's how I do mine. You do yours however you cook your tacos. If you wanted to add in bell peppers, I almost added in some diced tomatoes to cook down in here, but I didn't think the kids would eat it, so I left that out. But you can do it however you want. So I got my little crusty pizza pan, and I'm going to put down a piece of parchment paper because I'm not going to serve it on the pizza pan, so I wanted the parchment paper to be able to, well, for one thing, so it wouldn't stick, and for another thing, so I could move it off of there, you know, and get it to the serving plate I wanted it on. So ball your parchment paper up. Why I didn't know this my whole life, I don't know. But if you ball it up and then put it down, it doesn't roll up on you. I mean, come on. There's your tip of the day. I put a bowl in the center, and then you're just going to take 2 cans of crescent dough, and you're going to take those apart at the seams, and then you're going to put these around your bowl, kind of using your bowl as a guide, all the way around until you get the shape of a sun, okay? This thing has been around forever, y'all. I don't know why I've never tried making this before, but because the kids were coming over for game night and all that, I just thought, let me find some things I can throw together that are pretty simple. And I did the bloomin' quesadilla, and I did this in the same night. Y'all, both huge hits. Bloomin' quesadilla, I had a video on that last week, so if y'all want to go check that one out, it is so good. I'll link it for y'all down below if you want to go check that one out. So anyway, you're just going to keep going. Make sure you overlap those a little bit so they're kind of connected, and then just keep going until you use both cans of your crescent dough. Then you're going to take some shredded cheese, and this is personal preference of how much cheese you want to use. But because I didn't have a lot of other stuff in here, you know, tomatoes and things like that, I just added a little bit of extra cheese to mine. But you can do however much you want. I put down a layer of cheese, and then I put down a layer of my taco meat. There's my taco meat all done up. And you can take the bowl out if you want to once your dough is down. But for me, it was so much easier to throw this together having the bowl there, so all of my meat and cheese didn't fall into the center of the ring, if that makes sense. So I just left the bowl in there until I finished. And then the bowl gives you the guide to put everything around. Plus, then it gives you an open little hole in the center to put whatever dip you're going to use. It's perfect. So put your layer of meat down. And then you're going to add, of course, y'all already knew, a little bit more cheese, because you got to have cheesy tacos, right? So add in a little bit more cheese, and then we're going to take the bowl out, of course, because we're not going to bake this with the bowl in it. You're going to take your bowl out, and see, now I don't have all my meat and cheese that just fell down in the center. So then you're going to take the points of your dough, and you're going to just wrap those over and tuck those, kind of attach them. If you can, pinch them down to the dough that's in the center, you know, the bottom dough. And that's all you're going to do. Now, you can use an egg wash on this or whatever on the top if you feel like you need to. I didn't put anything on top of mine. I just baked it just like this. No egg wash, no butter, no nothing on top of it, because they're crescent rolls, or it's crescent dough. So, crescent rolls brown up good anyway. You don't really need to put anything on top of them. But again, if you feel like you need to do it, then you go right ahead and do it. So you just fold everything over until you have your ring made. And then I pop this in the oven, 350 degrees for about 18 minutes or so, maybe 20. Just put it in there until it's all nice and brown. Y'all, this thing is so good. If you like crescent rolls and you like tacos, and what's not to like, you're going to love this. I'm just saying. So what I did was I just took my, I think this is actually like a, what are they called? A charger? Is it called a charger? Is that what it's, y'all know I'm about half crazy, but anyway, it's from the Dollar Tree. That's where it's from. So I just slid it right up under the edge of my taco ring, and it was a perfect little serving plate. Now, a regular plate is too small. That's why I was using this. So, but anyway, $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Perfect for serving one of these. Just saying, if you need something. So then I put a little bowl in the center, and I poured in some salsa, and then I just sprinkled a little bit of green onion on there, and that's it. This is how I served it, y'all. This was a huge hit. Huge hit. So if you've never made one of these, you need to make it. If you've ever made one of these and you use different stuff in the middle, let me know what you used. But that is all I have for y'all today. I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.